Share screen. Start. Good morning, one and all. Today our lecture is basic concepts of surface mining. Okay. Before going to learn about surface mining, first of all, we see the definition of mining. What is mining? Mining is a process of extraction of the minerals with a safe and economic manner. There are two types of mining generally: surface mining. Other one is underground mining. First of all, we are see the what are the applicable conditions of the surface mining. Generally, surface mining is applicable to the extraction of the deposit which are present at the shallow depth. Up to 300 meters we can extract with the surface mining method. There is the various of the surface mining. Today we are seeing some of the concepts and different types of mining methods. What are the factors to be considered before opening a surface mine and how is extraction the surface mining? We are going to learn today. First of all, surface mining is classified into two types. One is the mechanical surface mining methods, another one is the solution mining methods. Mechanical mining methods can be classified into different types based on upon the machinery employed. There are the shovel, dragline, dumper and shovel combination, bucket cave excavator, surface mining, etc. And the solution mining are divided into different types, that is a placer mining, leaching, hydraulicking, etc. Before going to learn these all conditions, we simply see what is surface mining. Surface mining in which ore lies near the surface and can be extracted by removing the covering layers of the rock and soil. Almost all surface mining operations are exposed to the element and require no roof support. Surface mining is nothing but extraction of the minerals without any roof conditions. Evolution of the surfacing deposits. On evolution of the surfacing deposits, we are going to learn about geography, legal status, and land of the mining rights, historical, political, and sociological factors, geology, mining conditions, ore treatment requirements, economic analysis, etc. Surface mining. Mineral deposits are on near the surface of the earth are removed. This is the traditional one shape excavation, although it can be any shape. Generally, surface mining is extraction of the mineral present in the near depth. In the surface mining method, the most important factor which governs surface mining is known as the stripping ratio. What is stripping ratio? Stripping ratio is a nothing but the extraction of the ore burden in meter cube by extraction of coal or mineral in tons is the ratio. Generally, less stripping ratio is more advantageous in economic and extraction point of view. Surface mining methods. Various number of surface mining methods are there. They are classified into basically two types. One is the mechanical extraction methods such as open pit mining, open cast mining, open cut mining, terrace mining, and strip mining. Another one is aqueous mining. Aqueous mining such as placer and stew leaching and solution mining. Mechanical extraction. Mechanical extraction is nothing but a thick deposit is generally mined in a benches or steps or in a step-by-step procedure manner. Although thin deposits may be required by the mechanical extraction. All the mechanical extraction methods are mainly classified into four types. One is open pit or open cut, open cast or quarry mining. Another one is terracing. Other one is strip mining, and last one is contour mining method. Okay, now open pit mining. Used when ore bodies lie near to the surface. Open pit mining generally used when the ore bodies are present near the surface or very less depth. Large hole exposed to the ore body. Nothing but extraction of the ore body taken place by driving a large number of benches exposed to the atmosphere. Open pit mining, open cut mining, open cast mining, or quarrying are considered to be similar mining methods. In all these type of the mining methods, the extraction takes place from the surface. First of all, we remove the overburden and then we are extracting coal or mineral. The removing of the overburden taken place in a form of the benches. Various benches are formed from the surface to reach the ore body or mineral deposit. Then the mineral deposit is extracted in a step by step procedure. Overburden removal. Generally, the overburden removed by the various method. First of all, in open cast mining, we started the mine through driving a opening cut, which is called as the box cut. Then we are going to the develop the box cut and then removing the overburden. We are removing the overburden by various methods. Commonly adopted method are shovel dumper combination and dragline. Dragline is most commonly used for extraction of the overburden. Benching. These various type of the benches are formed. First of all, before going to learn bench, what is a bench? Bench is a formation with overburden or coal to extraction of the minerals or to provide haulage roads for the various equipments employed in the open cast machinery. Bench have certain parameters. This is called as a bench parameters. Okay, now bench parameters are include bench width, bench height, bench slope, and overall slope angle, etc. Bench height nothing but the vertical distance between the first formed crust and under or subsequent bench toe. This is called as the bench height. Bench width. Bench width may be defined as the horizontal distance between the crest and toe of a bench. Bench angle is the angle made by the bench slope with the vertical is known as the bench height. These are all called as the bench parameters. The bench parameters are the most important parameters to construct any bench providing for haulage or any other movements in the open cast mining. Strip mining. Strip mining is nothing but extraction of the minerals in a layer. Each layer is called as the strip. In the strip mining method, the extraction is carried out of the each layer considered the strip and extraction takes place. The strip mining generally applicable for the mineral deposits which are horizontal or nearly horizontal or mild inclination deposits can be extracted by using the strip mining method. Used for nearly surface laterally conditions bedded deposits such as the coal, stratified ores such as iron ore, and superficial deposits. When ore bodies are fly-laying and close to the surface, it is sometimes economical to remove the overlaying rock to expose the ore body. Strip mining is ideally applied to where the surface or the ground of the ore body itself are relatively horizontal and not too deep under surface and wide areas is available to be mined as the series of strips. Okay, now the surface soil is stripped off and the stockpile for the latter and reclamation. General strip mining is employed with the drag line. Okay, strip mining, the cheapest and surface method, but it can have a significant impact environmentally on the surface. In this diagram, we are seeing the strip mining method. First one is overburden coal seam and bedrock. We are firstly extracted the overburden. Okay, now the each layer of the overburden is considered as a strip and the extraction takes place. Here we employed the drag line and shovel dumper combination. The drag line can be dispatch the material up to 90 meters. It can swing through the 180 degrees. Generally, it can capable of swinging through 360 degrees, but we are used it's only for 180 degrees for economical in the surface mining method. Generally, the dragline is used for the extraction of the overburden material, such as various rocks present on the mineral body or above the mineral body. Generally, this shovel dumper combination are used to extraction of the coal or any other ore body. The advantages of the strip mining is large scale and continuous bucket wheel excavators can be used. High capability of machinery can be applied in a strip mining. It is more economical than other mining method. Contour mining. The contour mining is nothing but extraction of the extraction in an open cast method. The minerals which are present in the hilly area or hilly terrain. Contour mining means the contour means the line joining the equal elevations above the surface levels. So in contour mining, where extraction takes place of the each contour, the contour is nothing but same or equal elevation level. So in this method, the hilly terrain mineral present we can extracting from each level by contour stripping or contour mining method. Okay, now involves removing the ore button above the mineral seams near the outcrop in hilly terrain, where the mineral outcrop usually follows the contour of the land. Contour stripping is often followed by the auger mining into the hillside to remove the more of the minerals. This method commonly leaves behind terraces in the mounting slides. Another one is the auger mining. Auger mining is nothing but auger mining. Yes. Auger mining refers to a method of removing coal, clay, phosphate, oil, shale, etc. from the seam exposed in a deep trenches or high walls in strip mines. Auger mining. The auger mining is nothing but extraction of the entrapped coal in the high walls. Due to formation of the benches, the coal should be entrapped in the high walls. So the method which is used to extraction of the entrapped coal in the high walls is known as the auger mining. In this method, simply we are employing a machine called as the auger. The auger can extract the entrapped minerals in a underground process. The auger consists of the two principal pieces. The first is cutting head, generally from 1.8 to 1.5 to 8 feet in diameter. It may be single or multiple. The second is a prime mover, usually a skid-mounted carriage providing a mounting for the engine, drive head, and the controls. As coal arrives at the surface, it is transported via a conveyor belt or a front-end loader to a waiting truck. The auger consisting of the two principal pieces. The first cutting head. Generally, it consists of the two types of the pieces. One is the cutting head. Cutting head ranges from 1.8 to 8 feet in the diameter. It may be single or multiple. The cutting head may be single or multiple. The second principal pieces is prime mover. The prime mover is a skid-mounted carriage providing mounting for the engine. What is the purpose of the what is the purpose of the prime mover. The main purpose of the prime mover is providing mountings for the engine and drive head and controls. As coal arrives at the surface, it is transported via a conveyor belt or a front-end loader to a waiting truck. Generally, the material which is extracted is transported through a belt conveyor or a front end loader or any other transporting equipments to a trucks, and then and then through the trucks it is transported to the surface, and then it is transported through the coal handling plant, and then it is transported to the consumer. In this diagram we are seeing the typical and schematic operations of the auger mining method. Another one is glory hole mining method. Glory hole mining method. The glory hole mining method, nothing but the extraction of the mineral is takes from the surface, or the extraction of the mineral is carried out by the surface mining methods, and transportation is done through the underground opening or underground method is called as the glory hole mining method. This kind of operation is uneconomic and it involves a mine opening at the surface from which ore is removed by a gravity through the rails connected to the adit haulage way beneath, and by traveling the ore to the surface on the hauling level. The glory hole method is best suited to the mining on a hilly side, and irregular deposit can be cleanly mined without dilution by waste wall rock. Narrow veins have been mined by the glory hole. In this case, the hole becomes narrow and long, and the benches are mined away as work descends to the bottom of the deposit or to the haulage wheel. So that spectacular steep side walls may be result if the walls do not slough in. The glory hole mining generally mainly used for irregular deposit which is present in a hilly terrain. Hilly Quarrying. The quarrying is called as the quarry mining, usually restricted to the mining dimensional stones. Generally, the dimensional stones like marble, granite, limestone, sandstone, slate, or etc. are extracted with the help of the quarrying or quarry mining that are used for primary construction of the buildings or decorative facade materials for exterior and interior portions of the building. Generally, these quarrying minerals are minerals which are we discussed blocks of marble, granite, limestone, sandstone, slates, or etc. mainly used for the decorative items for exterior and interior designs of the buildings and flooring used as a road metal or etc. Quarries generally have benches with vertical faces from a few feet to 200 feet in height. Generally, the height of the benches in a quarries varies from few feet to 200 feet. Okay. Blocks are drilled and wedged free in a highly selective manner using time-consuming and expensive methods. Planning of the excavation is based primarily on the geological factors such as the direction and attitude of the building and of the giant planes. Generally, the excavation and the benches are depends upon the various geological factors which we present in the seams or in the within the mineral body or surrounding rocks. Aqueous extraction. Since far we discussed about mechanical extraction. Now we are going to learn about the aqueous extraction methods. Okay, now the main advantage of the mechanical extraction or extraction can be carried out with a safe and high capacities and high mineral can be extracted within less time. That is the advantage of mechanization. But all minerals or ore bodies cannot be extracted by the only mechanization methods. So some deposits can be extracted by the aqueous extraction methods. Based upon the mineral body, geological ore body conditions, and many factors, we are going to select the various methods to extract some particular mineral or ore. Depending upon the water or another liquid or dilute sulfuric acid, weak silica solution or ammonium carbonate to extract the mineral, we are generally using various type of the solutions in aqueous extraction methods. The aqueous extraction methods mainly classified into three types. One is the placer mining, another one is in situ leaching or solution mining. Third one is undersea mining. The placer mining generally qualified into two types again. One is hydraulic mining, second one is dredging. Okay, what is placer mining? Placer mining and solution mining are among the most economical of all mining methods, but can be only applied in a limited categories of the mineral required. These aqueous extraction methods are generally applicable in only certain conditions. So we are going to see what are the conditions. Placer mining. Placer deposits are concentration of the heavy minerals, usually within loose alluvials that can be easily excavated and washed. Generally, what is placer deposits? Placer deposit is nothing but the deposits are disseminated or formed by the action of the river is known as the placer deposits. Placer minerals such as gold, tin, and tungsten minerals are relatively high value, but the value of the placer gravel itself may be very low, often less than $1 per cubic yard. Generally, placer deposits have high value. The placer deposit consists such as gold, tin, and tungsten. For deposit of such low grade to be worked, they must be near water or near the surface of the ground and should be only loosely consolidated, so the drilling and blasting are not necessary. While extracting the placer deposit, we do not require any drilling or blasting operation. Why? Because the placer deposits are weak in nature, they are soft. Most commonly, all placer deposits are sedimentary rocks. They do not require any blasting. They are always formed near the river beds or near the rivers. So we do not require any blasting and drilling operation. It saves our mining cost. Pressure mining affects to large surface areas for the values of the material mined. Again, is highly visible and high serious environmental problems with surface disturbances and stream pollution. Okay. Pressure mining can also cause or can responsible for huge environmental pollutions. Pressure mining is used to exploit loosely consolidated deposits like common sand and gravel, or gravels containing gold, tin, diamonds, platinum, titanium, or gems. Pressure mining is usually used to extraction of the mineral deposits such as gold, tin, diamond, platinum, titanium, or any other gem elements. Okay, no? Generally, pressure mining is classified and carried out by the two methods. One is hydraulic mining, another one is dredging. Okay, now we are going to learn about hydraulic mining and dredging. What is hydraulic mining? Hydraulic mining is nothing but extraction of the mineral deposits or ore body with the introduction of high pressure hydraulic system or hydraulic jets or high pressure stream of water. So, generally, hydraulic mining used to weakly cemented near surface ore deposits, hydraulic mining of a placer gold deposits. Hydraulicking utilizes a high pressure stream of water that is directed against the mineral deposit. Normally, but not always, a placer undercutting it and cause it's removed by the erosive actions of the water. In the hydraulic mining, we use generally high pressure water jets. These high pressure water jets are directed towards the mineral body, which cavity. First of all, the cavity action is occurred. Then the cavity are prolonged and the mineral is extracted. Generally, we have so much of advantages by the hydraulic mining method. The main advantages of hydraulic methods consist as follows. What are the advantages of the hydraulic mining method? The advantages are the transportation and extraction is carried out with the help of the water. Due to water, the phase the phase free from dust or any other pollutions. We are completely eliminate pollution, ground vibration, and most hazards which are occurring during blasting. And the another advantages is this method is purely used for the coal or any other deposits which are in weak in nature. And hydraulic mining allows us to extraction and transportation through the flumes. And another one is dredging. What is dredging? Dredging is consisting of extraction of the mineral deposit present below the river or water body. Generally used most often for the mineral sands and some are near shore, alluvial dam and mining operations. Dredging performed from the floating vessels accomplishes the extraction of the minerals mechanically or hydraulically. The dredging is carried out in the two ways. One is mechanically and hydraulically. Hydraulically means by using of the high pressure water. Mechanically means by using the machinery. The machinery include various machinery which are used for the extraction transportation. And dredging is a method often used to boring above underwater mineral deposit. Although dredging is usually employed to clear or enlarge waterways for boats, it can be also recover significant amount of underwater minerals relatively effectively and cheaply. The main advantage of the dredging method, we can obtain the minerals which is present in the water by effectively and cheaply. When we starting any extraction, we must be consider and take two factors. One is safety, another one is economic. The two factors are most important for any mining methods. We take any mining method, the two factors plays major role. First one is safety. Safety of each person employed in a mine. Another one is economic. We should do extraction with economical manner. We should plan to attain maximum amount of ore resource with safe and economic manner. This is a typical diagram, schematic diagram of the method of hydraulic mining. In this picture, we can see high pressure water jets are used to extraction of the minerals, and then the minerals are transported through the flumes with help of the water. This is dredging. Dredging is a method of often used to bring up the underwater mineral deposits. Although dredging is usually employed to clear or enlarge waterways for the ports, it can also recover significant amounts of underwater minerals relatively efficiently and cheaply. And in this dredging, we are dredging is basically classified into how many ways? The dredging is classified into two ways. One is the hydraulic or mechanical. The mechanical dredging method is can be carried out with help of the bucket weak hydraulic dredgers, bucketling dredgers, suction cutter dredgers. These three type of the machinery we can employ for extraction of the minerals by the method of dredging. Okay, another one is leaching. What is leaching? Leaching is nothing but what is leaching? Leaching is nothing but extraction of the minerals or ores from the reactions with the bacteria or any other compounds to extraction. Okay. What is solution mining? Solution mining. We are discussing solution mining, right? These are all called as a solution mining. That's the and the one is hydraulic dredging, leaching. Solution mining is to recovery. Resources in a deep deposits are dissolved in a liquid and siphoned out. Salt, lithium, boron, bromine, potash, copper, uranium, or etc. can be extracted by the method of leaching. What are the advantages of the method of leaching? The main advantage of the method of leaching is less environmental impact than other methods. Less surface area is distributed. Acids, heavy metals, uranium can be accidentally leak. In stew leaching, or solution mining. Advantages. What are the advantages of the in-situ leaching? No solids waste. The wastage is minimum in this method of the leaching. Liquid wastes. Generally, the less waste of the liquids. Heap leaching. The leaching is carried out in a heap is known as a heap leaching. In this method, a huge amount of mineral or ore body can be reacted at the same time. Next, the last method of mining is undersea or overseas or oceans mining. undersea or ocean mining method. What is undersea or ocean mining? Say nothing but extraction of the mineral present in the water is known as the extraction of undersea or oceans mining method. We extract the minerals from the sea waters. Minerals are dredged from the ocean floor. Generally, the dredging is carried by from the ocean floor. Okay, now sulfur, phosphate, calcium carbonate, silica, copper, zinc, silver, gold are various minerals are extracted by the undersea method of mining. Manganese nodules, small and ball-shaped ores scattered across the ocean floor. These are extracted by the undersea method of mining. Hydrothermal vents maybe have gold, silver, zinc, or can be also carried out extraction carried out by the undersea mining method. Mineral salts are found in seawater but occur in too low of concentrations or can be also extracted by these methods. Uh, Continental shelf can be mined. Deep oceans are extremely expensive to extract, not current ever. But in deep mining, these method became uneconomical. This is about the types of the mining methods. Generally, we classified as the two types. One is mechanical extraction. Another one is the aqueous extraction. Okay. Generally, now we are going to discuss about what are the factors that are influencing the mining method or open cast or surface mining method. Before going to extraction, we are going to consider various factors. The factors mainly includes thickness of the seam, strata condition, and surrounding seam conditions and surrounding strata conditions, water conditions, geo geological conditions, physico-mechanical properties of rocks and surrounding ore body, transportation system, capital available. These are all the various factors we are going to be concerned before starting any extraction. Now we can see what are the geological factors. What are the geological factors? The geological factors are mainly include dip of the sea and strike of the sea, surrounding strata conditions, presence of any geological disturbances. What are the geological disturbances? The geological disturbances mainly includes faults, folds, unconformities, joints, cracks, fissures, any other. Generally, these geological disturbances influencing the mining methods. Due to presence of these geological disturbances, our mining difficult for extraction, and we should require more supporting. We should eliminate these type of the problems by providing support, providing perfect supporting system, or analyzing the problems. Another one is groundwater control. Groundwaters plays major roles in surface mines according to the stability of eyewall, stability of benches, and seam parameters. Seam parameters mainly include thickness of the seam, quality of the seam, quantity of the mineral body, etc. Okay, what are the advantages of surface mining method compared to underground method of mining? The basic advantages of the surface mining method are as follows. The basic advantages are the surface mining method not require any supports. We are extracting from the surface and our exposure to the environment. So we did not require any supports as like as underground mining method. And ventilation is good compared to the underground mining method. And we required lighting only at the time of night. In underground mining, we require lighting 24 hours. But in case of open cast mining, we require lighting only at the night times. And ventilation is good at in surface mining method. High mechanization can be possible with surface mining, and large machinery can be deployed in machinery. The extraction and production is achieved in less time. That is our incubation period. Spontaneous heating problems, ventilation problems are less. Spontaneous heating and ventilation problems are less in the surface mining methods. And the main disadvantage, the main disadvantages of the surface mining method is the work can be affected by climatic conditions. For suppose we are going to extraction a mine by the surface mining method in a rainy season. Due to the rainy season, the water collected is very high. So before extraction, we are going to the dewater the water which are collected from the rain. So the mining method mainly depends upon the climatic conditions. In cold season or in summer season, the efficiency of the workers reduced. So what happened? The production decreases. So the mining method mainly influenced or affected by the weather and climatic conditions. And huge land can be required for the disposal and maintaining of the dump. And the large land areas and surface structures can be demolished or destroyed for the extraction. A huge vegetation can be destroyed for the surface mining methods. These are the various advantages and disadvantages of the surface mining methods. Okay, this is a lecture for today. Have a great day.